Right, and welcome to a Fortnite video. This one is for the Halloween update. Now, I'm sure many Fortnite players who's done the PvE event already will know exactly what to expect, what you're going to get. One thing I do like about the Fortnite event is the random rolls, just like old school Destiny, just like Division. So you might get a weapon that everybody else has got, but you were going to get completely different rolls. You might end up getting an absolutely pant roll of a gun or a sword, even though some people might class it to be the best weapon or the sword in the game. I like that. So it is all about luck, and with this Halloween event, you're only going to get the gun, the pumpkin gun as I call it, once. So everybody's got one shot at getting a god roll on the pumpkin assault rifle. Now to get that, you need to complete the event in its entirety, and you'll get what they call a transform schematic. Then you use your current items, whether that be your heroes, your survivors, your schematics, any items, to transform into the gun. So whether that has any play in what roles you get, I don't know, because I am still quite a new Fortnite player. I've been playing it a good month, but there's still probably a lot to learn. A lot of people look at the game and think it's very cartoon-like. It's not really for me, but it really is quite a deep game. There's a lot of gameplay element there that people probably just don't expect from the game. Now, this little video here is just me basically completing the event. It took a good few days. It's not just a case of you go into a mission, you got to do a campaign task, or go in there and kill 5 of these monsters, or whatever it might be. You might have to go and do the same mission, not necessarily the same mission, but go into a mission 3 or 4 times to complete one part of the campaign. Now, sometimes each mission can be up to 20 minutes, 30 minutes. You can imagine it's very time consuming to get through all of the missions to complete the campaign. And it is indeed. So this was my last, the one that you're seeing on the screen now is my last mission that basically finished off the complete Halloween event campaign for me, and enabled me to get my gun. As you can see, the character I'm using is already the legendary character that you can achieve, you can get from completing 30 missions. It's an Outlander character. There's some nice little perks on it. Outlanders are pretty much there for harvesting, really. They are good players, they're good characters, but if you want to harvest in a hurry and you want to find that special loot quickly, they are the character to have. Outlanders will highlight loot around you. You get a perk called Keen Eye, I believe it is. So when you've harvested, which is basically smash stuff up with your pickaxe, once you've done about 3 or 4 hits on something, your Keen Eye will activate and you'll get a little glow around you. And anything within, I think it's a 3 to 4 radius tile, that is, will highlight and glow a certain colour if it's got half decent loot in there. So you can loot quickly rather than going through all the trash cans, picking up rubbish that you don't really want. You can just focus on the crates and the boxes, and it even shows you ammo through walls. It shows you chest through walls. So you can really harvest in a hurry, literally, with an Outlander. I do like this character, he's quite cool. So yeah, you can get this Outlander legendary character that I'm using just from completing 30 missions. That's it. No special tasks, really. So if you've got the patience, which you're going to need to complete this event, you're going to need to do a lot more than 30 missions. I mean, let's face it, I had this character unlocked way before I completed the event. So I was... what level is this character? I believe he was around about 58, I think, by the time I'd finished the event. So I'd got the character after 30 missions, then I'd got all the schematic XP, or not schematic XP, the hero XP, to get this character leveled up enough to be able to want to use him and try him. So yeah, he is definitely worth the grind if you like Outlanders, or if you just want to be a little bit unique. And let's face it, when the Halloween event's gone, you won't be able to get this character. Now, the video you're seeing, as I said, is literally my last mission in the game now. So what I'm going to do, I'll play a little bit of music. I'm going to leave you to watch how I set up my traps now. Now, as you can see, I'm building basically like a death tunnel away from the actual base or the fort that they're building around the weather balloon. I do see a lot of people that do this. They build all their traps literally on the Atlas or on the weather balloon or on the van itself. They build it there, so they allow the zombies and the enemies to actually come to the actual place you're defending. And there's a high chance they will smash through the wall, they will steal your data, they will damage the Atlas. Whereas me, I like to place the blue glow when it's an Atlas, or in this case you can see it's a weather balloon. You can already see, look, the white marker on the minimap up the top, which shows you the direction of the storm. So I can see the storm is going to come from the top. So in preparation, I am basically creating my death tunnel, as I like to call them, away from the actual base itself we'll be defending, and place it in a position where I know the enemies are going to pretty much all going to come towards. So this is going to be pretty much a obliteration of the zombies from my death traps, and obviously everyone's going to end up piling here because they're going to funnel through these traps. So anyway, I'm going to leave you now to watch my last mission, and at the end of this mission, which you can just skip past if you want, you will see the gun I got, you will see the rolls I got on the gun, what I used to transform the gun. And yeah, and not to mention you do get a few new traps as well. You're probably aware there's a freeze trap that's been released now, and the tire trap. Now I don't think I'm using the freeze trap on this mission, but I do use the tire trap. Basically just drops a ton of tires down on the enemy. The freeze trap does exactly what it says on the tin. It literally shoots up a beam of ice from the floor. It's a floor trap. And it freezes the enemy in place. It's quite a cool trap. It doesn't freeze all enemies, unfortunately. It's mainly the little husks, the baby ones. But still, they're both very effective traps. So, I'm going to leave you now to watch this, and I'll come back at the end, and I'll talk through what I thought of the gun. legendary characters, extra traps. Now, you had to choose a reward for completing the event. Now, I chose Sarah Hotep, or Hotep, however you want to pronounce it, because I'd already unlocked Hazard the 13th and Ramirez from the llamas that you get with candy. So that was the third one. I've unlocked all three of the Halloween characters there, as well as the special Outlander. I can't remember his name. Is it Bloodfinder? I can't really remember. It's Blood something. So there we are. That was all of the characters collected now. Now, as you can see, I also got the transform schematic at the end, which basically is what is the pumpkin gun. So you make the pumpkin assault rifle, and you use your own schematics, characters, etc. to create the gun. It's up to you what pieces and parts you put in to make that gun. So there you can see I've got all the characters there. You've got the Ramirez character, you've got Hazard. Chance 25 or 22.5 damage to afflicted targets, 30% crit damage, 15% extra damage, and the 10% damage, which is fire. So there we are. Event complete. So good luck to everyone else who's trying to complete the event. I hope you get the rolls you want. I have to say, I enjoyed that event and I look forward to the next one. So, see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.